Educators are concerned about a worrisome trend ahead of this school year. The number of behavior incidents in our schools have been off the charts. And we found the reason why depends on who you ask.
Yeah, Deanie, that's right. Do you see the trend that we're seeing right here? These school incident reports, they caught our attention in every single category. Harassment, fights, disruptions, truancy. There's a straight up spike in all of these areas. Now, we ask schools what they're doing about it and what's going on with the state of our students.
That's so cute.
Student body president Hope Wagner has planned back-to-school events like this one at Jordan High with one goal in mind.
This year at Jordan, we're going to try our hardest to make every student feel very safe and have their experience here be awesome.
She is concerned about some of the things happening at school.
Just fights and things like that. When it comes up, I think I just get a little more nervous.
Concerning trend is aggressive behaviors among our students.
The State Board of Education released an incident and discipline report for 2022, and it showed a notable increase. Disruptions and truancies made up the majority of offenses, but most every category, fights, assaults, threats, bullying, spiked last year to levels far higher than before the pandemic. So, what's going on? Well, the state points to better data collection, claiming until now, incidents have been underreported.
And that, we believe, is the majority of the reason why we've seen a spike in or a upward trend this year.
But some of the largest school districts disagree.
We've heard from our teachers and support staff that it's as bad as it's ever been.
In the Canyons district, the number of serious infractions from before the pandemic to now doubled. But is that a result of different data crunching?
No, it's not.
Behaviors have certainly been more challenging and in some instances, frankly, more violent.
In Granite District, safe schools violations have shot up from pre-pandemic to last year. So did assaults, and the number of handgun violations more than doubled from 8 to 19.
Where we're at now, it's just a whole new world.
On top of that, social media TikTok challenges encourage students to vandalize school bathrooms to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage.
Frankly, a little heartbreaking on my end as an administrator to have some very serious consequences with kids and parents and police officers when for a lot of their perceptions they thought it was a practical joke.
To get a true picture of the state of our students, it is important to note another number. Statewide, the vast majority of students say they feel safe at school, nearly 90%. Canyons District exit surveys show their number has actually dropped to 53%. School leaders know they have to address the behavior issues, and some are going back to the basics.
Some of those assumptions that we have about kids just showing up and knowing what they're supposed to do, we've had to be a lot more explicit in teaching and reteaching that.
Canyons District will roll out a new curriculum that reteaches basic lessons on respect and good conduct in all elementary and middle schools. In Granite, their new gun-sniffing dog, Bolt, has finished his training and has already detected weapons in schools. The district is also piloting a weapons detection system.
You kind of walk through a system like you would at the grocery store. It's looking for size, density, and shape of certain types of materials that could potentially be a weapon.
And at the pilot school, Hunter High, it has so far proven a deterrent.
So we have not found any weapons, and there is some intelligence from the law enforcement community that suggests that kids know that system is in place.
In high schools, they believe one of their most valuable assets are the students themselves.
I love it. Did you already have it?
They're starting a program where influencers like Hope will be trained to engage fellow students.
Show the students what the behavior should be like.
There probably hasn't been a more critical and more pivotal time for something like this.
As classes begin, schools say they feel the urgency to get the numbers under control.
If we drop the ball on this, if we don't engage with our families, if we don't work hard to create this safe environment, the impacts will be far-reaching.
The report also noted more than 49,000 educational hours were lost due to kids being suspended. Numbers are concerning across the board there, so hopefully we can get a hold of things.
All of that, yeah. Thanks, Mike.